I paused the draft at 32 here, guys. We're just going to go through the rest of the first round. Okay. So Kenneth Grant went to us at 14. Prince.
Go ahead. Nope. Do it. Do it.
Princely Uman Million.
Sure.
Well,
sure.
We'll go with that.
I couldn't even try, so that works.
Yeah. I feel like a fool for trying, actually. All right. So
Tyler Warren.
Wyatt Milliam.
Seattle. Whoa.
Yeah. James Pierce, Tyler Warren to Seattle. Nick Scorton to the Bucks.
I love that pick for them.
Pick by the
Yeah.
Broncos,
I love that
too.
pick.
Matthew Golden for the Broncos. That's a great pick for them. Absolutely.
I also like the pick for the Steelers. That's such a Steelers move.
Jonah Savanaya. I thought he was going to be available in the second round for the Dolphins, honestly.
I really thought he was going to be available in the second, too, just based on what I've been looking at. That's a good, interesting.
That's okay. Look who's still on the board, though. Malachi Starks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Lamar Stewart to the
we're
Chargers.
not to our pick yet.
Josh Simmons to the Packers. Jade Barron to the Vikings.
Oh, man, that's a good pick for them.
Walter Nolan to the Texans. Mike Green to the LA Rams. Josh Connerly to the Ravens. Pat McMillan to the Lions.
To Detroit. Wow. How about that?
Wow.
I actually really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what's hilarious about these mock drafts is sometimes you'll see like a pick like Scorton to the Bucks, and you're like, oh yeah, I can kind of see that. I can see him falling. Then you'll see something like Ted McMillan to the Lions, and you're just like, well, that'd be great. That's not happening, but that'd be great.
Jihad Campbell to the Eagles is exactly what the Eagles would do.
Oh,
like last year, man.
Yep.
They had the corner fall to them, and they're like, cool, we'll take him. And then he ends up being a Pro Bowler, and now Jihad Campbell falls to him at 32. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The rich get richer.
Yeah.
All right. So Donovan Jackson to the Chiefs. We had them taking a guard yesterday. Not that one necessarily, but I guess we know what the Chiefs are going to be trying to do. And again, Jihad Campbell to the Siobhan Rebel to the Bills. I don't love that. All right. So that's the first round.
Yeah, a lot of interesting kind of guys we haven't seen in the first round. In the first here.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to our pick in a second. I can't wait to see who's available.
Yeah.
So we're going to start the draft. Here comes round 2. Michael Williams, Ibuka, Tyler Booker just went. Nick Emenwari,
that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Jalen Walker.
Hampton to the Niners, I think, too.
Yes. I know who's available. Malachi Starks should be available.
No kid. Dude, if he falls here, come on.
So let's look at our offers real quick. From the Rams, we get their
2/3.
We get their
2/3 and a second next year.
Yeah.
But the third round, though.
But we'd be giving up our second round pick.
Yes. So next offer, we get the Chiefs' second round pick, the Chiefs' third round pick, and a fourth next year.
I don't hate that.
Cody Mauch from the Bucks.
No, that's a hard no. Thank you.
And that's the extent of our offers. What do you guys think?
Can you minimize? Let's see who's on the board first.
Okay, minimizing.
I'm tempted by the one, but
All
I still don't. Loveland is still here.
Colston, Loveland,
and Watts.
Malachi Starks.
Yeah, well, so all of those trades are a hard no because I have my man crush of the draft sitting here in the second round.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate to say this is a slam dunk. Like as much as I'd like to be like, hey, Marcus Bowe is here. We need a guard. He fits perfectly. Let's see if he makes it to the third round. Malachi Starks sitting here is you should run up to the podium.
Yeah, there's no chance that Malachi Starks is here in the second round, ladies and gentlemen. But we're just playing with what the system gives us.
Yeah.
Now, I unfortunately agree with you guys.
Unfortunately.
But here's the thing. We passed up on guard in the first round, and now we're forced to take a safety in the second round because Malachi Starks is there. Mm-hmm. Now we're waiting until the third round to get our next starting guard.
But this just might be the reality of how things fall for us. I mean,
yeah.
Sadly, like we don't get to pick when these guards go, right? Or what, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there was a crazy run in the top 15 on guards, right? Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. And this is one of those things where you take, in my opinion, the top safety for our team. I think he's the second best safety in the draft, but he's the top safety at a key position of need. I mean, like probably the key position of need on our team, or you take a reach on an Ursi, for example, or or a
Oh no,
Embo or
I agree
whatever.
with you. I agree with you.
Mhm.
We have to take Starks here. So
I
Starks is going to
really-
be the pick.
I agree with you guys. I'm already outvoted anyways, but Colston Loveland is so tempting there.
Yeah,
he
Yeah.
is. He
Pick
is.
48. Like, are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That is tempting.
And what's our next pick? So our next pick is 98.
98. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
We
That's
got
tough.
50 spots between picks here because we didn't have a third round pick. This is a compensatory pick.
Yeah. I mean, look,
And Josh, I was
change our
talking to
minds.
What were the trade offers again? I don't think any
let's
of them were good enough to pass on Starks here, but
No.
I want a reminder.
All right. So
Not
it was
that one
Cody
for
Mock,
sure.
previous offer. The Chiefs, we would get their second round pick and their third round pick.
I don't hate
drop-
this.
We dropped 15 picks to pick
Yeah.
up. But see, that's still only three. That third round pick is still only 3 picks before our other one. It's really
Right,
not
but it's
huge.
another. So we're getting
It's
yet
another
another
player.
pick in the top 100, right? I
Yeah.
mean, that's the discussion, and we're getting a fourth next year.
It
Oh,
depends
you
how
lose
they.
Starks.
Yeah,
at that
it
point.
depends how they see the players that are on the team right now,
Mhm.
like if they're starters or not. Like if they're looking at the 2 safeties we picked up as our starters, then maybe they're more tempted by that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I think Starks is too good of a player to. I mean, there's no way he's here in the second. I mean, there's just no way.
There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I mean, unless
Josh.
we submit a bong video, right? A la.
Yeah.
Okay, so like question then. What if Xavier Watts is here? Which I know is somebody you've talked about in the past, Josh.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a position of need and there's no like what are we taking one of those trades if it's Watts and not Starks?
So if it's Watts and not Starks, I'm looking at I'm looking at a guard or a tackle because I think at that point they're on the same level playing field, right? Starks is so clearly above every player that's left on this board right now, in my opinion. It's not even close. Now you can make an argument, hey, interior offensive line is a key need, is a bigger need for us than the secondary. I disagree. I think the safeties that we signed are great, but both of them are not starters. One of them is, right? And
Maybe none of them are. Yeah.
But and to find a player that's on a cheap rookie contract that you'll have for 4 years is not there is no 5th year option, I think, in the second round going forward. I think it's only for first round picks.
Yeah,
I
it's
could be
just
wrong
first round picks. You're right.
So you have him locked up on a really good deal. This guy could be a stud. I love Malachi Starks for this team specifically. If he wasn't on here and it was Xavier Watts and Colson Loveland and Lyndon Jackson and I can never pronounce that dude's name, Ursery, you have a discussion, right? But I think in this case, in my opinion, at least, this is you before the clock's even down, you're standing there waving your ticket at the commissioner, and this is who I want,
All right. So
Yeah.
I think we're in consensus here that Malachi Starks is going to be the pick.
Perfect.
So Malachi
I highly
Starks,
recommend people look at Starks' film against Georgia, not against Georgia, against Texas and Clemson. He played at Georgia. He was all over the field in those games, and that's kind of what I love about him too. You're going to be able to put him anywhere.